Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You gotta hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
In a dramatic escalation of boxing's ongoing war of words, Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, has taken direct aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr. Bill Haney suggested that Mayweather's enormous fortune may not be as solid as it appears, arguing that the legendary fighter's flashy lifestyle could be more about perception than reality. According to Haney, the constant showcasing of private jets, luxury properties, and stacks of cash serves to maintain a powerful public image, one carefully crafted over years under the money brand. His critique centers on the idea that image management and branding can sometimes blur the line between true financial strength and strategic self-promotion. While Mayweather has long built his identity around wealth and dominance, Haney's comments challenge whether the spectacle fully reflects the substance behind it. Whether rooted in rivalry, business tension, or genuine concern, the remarks have intensified public debate, adding yet another chapter to the ongoing conversation about legacy, money, and authenticity in modern boxing.
But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Hey, they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has increasingly shifted his focus toward large-scale real estate investments, signaling a move from prize fighting to long-term asset building that in late 2024. Reports claimed that he acquired more than 60 residential buildings in Upper Manhattan for approximately $42 million. The portfolio is said to include over 1,000 apartment units along with multiple retail spaces, with claims that Mayweather holds full ownership without outside partners. Additionally, he has been linked to a massive $10 billion commercial real estate venture involving 18 office buildings totaling around 10 million square feet across major markets such as New York City, Chicago, and Jersey City. If fully realized, these projects would represent one of the most ambitious post-career transitions by a former athlete into property development. However, as with many large-scale real estate announcements, the structure of financing, partnerships, and equity stakes often plays a significant role behind the scenes.
When your A game is gone, what adjustments are you going to make? Yeah. And Floyd would always say is that on that given night, he's going to make that right adjustment. Yeah. He's going to box the brawler or brawl the boxer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bill Haney has publicly questioned how Floyd Mayweather Jr. manages finances within Mayweather Promotions. Haney suggested that if a company is as profitable as it is portrayed, then key figures associated with the team should visibly benefit from that success. In particular, he referenced individuals such as Calvin Ford, implying that long-standing trainers and team members should not appear financially strained if the organization is thriving. Haney's broader argument centers on leadership accountability, stating that real success is reflected not only in personal wealth, but also in how well a promoter takes care of the people who contribute behind the scenes. According to Haney, fair compensation and transparency are essential to maintaining loyalty, morale, and long-term stability within a boxing organization. His remarks add to the ongoing debate about money management, business ethics, and responsibility in the sports promotional landscape.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said I'm not gonna even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I gotta go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life.
Bill Haney has also criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for his shift from elite competitive bouts to exhibition matches. According to Haney, this transition appears to be motivated more by financial opportunity than by a continued desire to test himself at the highest level of the sport. Haney suggests that by choosing exhibition events, often against non-traditional or less competitive opponents, Mayweather may be prioritizing guaranteed paydays over preserving the competitive integrity that once defined his career. In his view, boxing greatness is built on facing elite challenges, not on leveraging fame for lower-risk financial returns. These comments reflect a broader debate within boxing about exhibitions versus legacy. While exhibitions can be lucrative and attract mainstream attention, critics argue they risk blurring the line between sport and entertainment, especially when associated with a former champion whose career was built on high-level competition.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. also. His Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach. For
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach. So I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he's looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Reports within boxing circles suggest that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was dissatisfied about not being involved in or securing a deal comparable to the one associated with Devin Haney. This reportedly led to speculation that Mayweather could influence or complicate Haney's chances of landing high-profile bouts against fighters such as Rolando Romero or Gervonta Davis. The situation has also drawn criticism from Oscar de la Hoya, who accused Mayweather of interfering with or derailing a potential blockbuster matchup between Ryan Garcia and Haney. These claims highlight the complex and often political nature of boxing promotions, where contractual ties, promotional rivalries, and financial negotiations can significantly impact which fights ultimately materialize. While such accusations remain part of ongoing promotional disputes, they underscore how business dynamics behind the scenes can shape the sport just as much as the action inside the ring.
A few months ago, Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather were fighting on live, or not fighting, but arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bill Haney said, listen, you know damn well Devin did this and Devin did that. He never lost in the gym, ever. And Floyd said, if you got an undefeated fighter in the gym, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Floyd said, I never lost under the light.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Oscar de la Hoya has weighed in on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s occasional returns to the ring, suggesting that financial motivation is a driving factor. De la Hoya argues that fighters of Mayweather's caliber can experience financial strain due to extravagant spending habits, but he points to Mayweather's well-known lifestyle, luxury cars, designer clothing, private jets, as evidence that such high levels of expenditure could create a need to continue fighting, even after retirement. According to this perspective, the bouts Mayweather chooses are not solely about competition or legacy, but also about sustaining his wealth and funding his opulent lifestyle.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background, sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him, and he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm gonna make it tough for you. I'm gonna go whisper and rain here. I'm gonna make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm gonna make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has frequently made headlines for his lavish spending habits. Among his most notable purchases is an $18 million timepiece, and he reportedly owns hundreds of other watches, each valued in the thousands. While these displays of wealth generate public attention and reinforce his image of opulence, they also raise questions about the long-term sustainability of such a lifestyle, even for someone with Mayweather's immense financial resources.
Enjoy his lucrative contract. He's gonna fight the very best, unlike Floyd. Waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young. Right. But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then Call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought freaking Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
you think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make
By
more money
far,
than Floyd?
by far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what, $500 million?
Right.
Easy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long been among the top earners in sports, with his fight purses regularly reaching extraordinary amounts. A prime example is his 2017 showdown with Conor McGregor, where Mayweather reportedly took home approximately $275 million, making it one of the most lucrative single-event earnings in sports history.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches. And I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000. Easy, but it's worth it. Because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciates.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has never shied away from self-promotion, often claiming that no other boxer in history has matched his accomplishments. His confidence fuels his personal brand, though it also attracts scrutiny and criticism. Mayweather is equally famous for displaying his luxurious lifestyle, including frequent trips on private jets. Critics, however, caution that such high-end spending, if not paired with sustainable income management, could create financial strain and even long-term instability.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Bill Haney claims that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has shifted from being a celebrated athlete to a figure driven primarily by money, prioritizing large paydays over entertaining the audience with competitive fights. Haney contrasts this with his own philosophy, highlighting the value of giving fans engaging and high-quality bouts rather than concentrating solely on financial rewards.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm gonna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send him over there, and then Dan can get on a plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. I think we got an hour, about an hour to play. I'd say have him at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah.
In several interviews, sports commentator Stephen A. Smith voiced his concerns about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s approach to exhibition bouts. While he accepted that facing Conor McGregor was reasonable given McGregor's combat experience, Smith criticized Mayweather for choosing lower-level opponents afterward purely for financial gain. He argued that these matchups undermined the legacy Mayweather had painstakingly built, showing a clear shift in priorities. focusing more on profit than on preserving his historic standing in boxing.
Andrew, especially, was a very successful kickboxer, 4-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But, the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is 50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. If you look at the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. It's not amazing money.
There are growing allegations that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s claims of earning $100 million in a single night may be inflated. Sources within the boxing community have raised doubts about the accuracy of these figures, suggesting that they could be more about maintaining his larger-than-life image than reflecting actual earnings. These claims add another layer of skepticism to Mayweather's public persona of unmatched wealth and success.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bullshit fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Logan Paul has publicly alleged that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owes him money from their June 2021 exhibition match. Despite the event generating massive revenue, Paul claims he has not received his full payment, raising questions about Mayweather's financial management and transparency in handling fighter compensation.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
Bill Haney has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for allegedly prioritizing financial gain over competitive matchups for his son, Devin Haney. Haney claims that Mayweather is avoiding arranging fights for Devin against top-tier opponents like Gervonta Davis, instead focusing on more lucrative bouts. His comments highlight growing frustration among fans and boxing insiders who feel that Devin is being sidelined despite deserving opportunities against elite competition.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $68 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Despite prior friction, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly expressed interest in negotiating with Bill Haney, signaling a potential willingness to arrange fights for Devin Haney. This development suggests either a possible reconciliation or at least a shared focus on mutually profitable opportunities within the boxing world.
Jake, true or false, and why did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media
Mayweather that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Mike Tyson has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., particularly for his tendency to flaunt wealth and achievements. While Tyson recognizes Mayweather's skill inside the ring, he has expressed discomfort with his behavior outside it. Speaking candidly on his podcast, Tyson said, "Awesome fighter, great fighter. Even though he's a little too into himself, he should be. I was the same way, too. But you have to come to reality. He has to put his head down in God. We're nothing to be arrogant about."
There's no one to want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because you know, they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight, we don't got no fight, so what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah, stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm going to keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin, period.
Floyd Mayweather has always been strategic and business-minded in building his career and wealth. However, his approach has often sparked ethical debates. Reports of unpaid dues to employees and collaborators, combined with claims of exaggerated earnings, suggest that some aspects of his success may rely more on perception and image than on transparent financial practices. This pattern highlights the tension between Mayweather's undeniable business acumen and the questions surrounding the integrity of some of his methods.
FaceTime with me.
I don't know how it went.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know how it went.
He was calling for me. He was calling for me everywhere, you know, saying, where's Bill? You know, putting up a missing thing that I was missing or something. Why would I be missing, Vlad? I got the best son in the world, the son that rose from the bottom from that one day at the principal's office all the way up to the top of the boxing where the world stopped to watch an event that he was in. I'm a proud dad, proud trainer, and proud manager. So I don't know what he was looking for.
Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You cussed him out. You gotta hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
It's a question that cuts to the heart of Floyd Mayweather's persona, the man who built a reputation on wealth, luxury, and invincibility in the ring. Bill Haney's critique raises eyebrows because it challenges whether all that glitz and glam is backed by solid finances, or if it's potless smoke and mirrors to maintain an image that on one hand, Mayweather still owns massive real estate, private jets, and high-profile businesses. On the other, stories about unpaid staff, legal disputes, and financial obligations suggest his empire might not be as untouchable as he claims. The real debate isn't just about money. It's about legacy, credibility, and whether style and image can sometimes overshadow substance. Are we seeing the financial giant or the illusion of one? What do you think? The question that cuts to the heart of Floyd Mayweather's persona, the man who built a reputation on wealth, luxury, and invincibility in the ring. Bill Haney's critique raises eyebrows because it challenges whether all that glitz and glam is backed by solid finances, or if it's partly smoke and mirrors to maintain an image that on one hand, Mayweather still owns massive real estate, private jets, and high-profile businesses. On the other, stories about unpaid staff, legal disputes, and financial obligations suggest his empire might not be as untouchable as he claims. The real debate isn't just about money. It's about legacy, credibility, and whether style and image can sometimes overshadow substance. Are we seeing the financial giant or the illusion of one? What do you think?